What's up, YouTube? Scotty Tradition back with another video. Um, this is a fun video that I wanted to make today that involves a pickup I picked up from the Dave BlueJacket 66 basement collection. And what's cool about this is, I've known Dave for at least a handful of years now, just through YouTube, and there's very few people, if any, that I respect more in this hobby than Dave. So when I had the opportunity to grab this piece from the basement collection, I was thrilled to do so. Um, so let's get right into it. It's not a card, it's a program. This is the Super Bowl one first Super Bowl program, Packers versus the Chiefs, and I have to imagine that it was probably in Dave's father's basement collection because of their fandom for the Chiefs. But nonetheless, I'm a Packers fan, and I find it very cool that that somehow this finds its way into my collection. This is something I have been watching for quite a while. Just haven't been able to pull the trigger on it, but once I got the opportunity with this and just the great story behind it, was happy to do so. So I was able to grab this from JT Triple Crown, and you can see it's in pretty nice shape. No torn pages, anything like that. Looking through these books is really cool. Just the old advertisements and things like that are cool. But to understand the Packers in the 60s, these some of these lines in here are actually very descriptive, so it's kind of fun to read through this. I'll read to you the first just couple little lines here. It says, to understand what makes the Green Bay Packers go, you must first know what they are like. They are like crabgrass. They have become the inevitable force in the National Football League, a sort of force of nature, the river that won't stay away from your door, the boulder in the dam. They face an opponent with épée in one hand and a sledgehammer in the other, grandly offering a choice of weapons. They are the spirit of Eddie Stanky and Joe DiMaggio's body, with Willie Mays' grace under pressure. Green Bay has a weakness, says Texas Schramm, president of the just-defeated Dallas Cowboys. They can't score at halftime. If they could add points during intermission, Green Bay would have Al Hurt play Flight of the Bumblebee while your bandleader dropped his baton. How do they do it? We do it with love, said Vince Lombardi, grimacing his frightful, joyous smile around the Packers' dressing room. Post-game in Dallas, this team believes in each other. The whole 40 have respect for each other. The message is clear. They are the Green Bay Musketeers, and Lombardi is D'Artagnan. Whatever the secret, the effect is the Packers rate near perfection at winning the big game. And of course, the Super Bowl is the biggest game of them all. 4 times in the last 6 years, they've won the NFL championship. So yeah, just I love the descriptors written in these lines. They're very cool. You can see Bart Starr on the page here. So, anyways, just I'm not going to read you every line from the book, but just pretty cool. Here's the back of the program. You can see an old Zenith advertisement for television. Like I said, really decent shape, and really happy to add it from Dave's father's collection. So I'd be remiss if I didn't show a few other things that have come my way from Dave throughout the years. This is a Vince Lombardi signed check that he had sent my way a few years ago. Had to be 3 or 4 years ago already, but obviously he had this laying around his house apparently, and I did not have a Vince Lombardi signed check, and basically it's still in my collection. This is something that I would love to, get slabbed up at some point just to protect it a little better. But as of right now, it just kind of resides in my safe, nicely tucked away, until I can get it slabbed and protected. So just, again, a great piece from a great fellow YouTuber, Dave, BlueJacket66. He had also sent me a letter at that time, which I very much appreciate, and I keep that with the check. And another item I actually got from Dave was this. This is a program from the Packers-Redskins game back in 1948 at State Fair Park. Again, I think he gave this to me at the 2021 National, if I recall. And again, super cool. just awesome pieces to have in the collection. These are great accent pieces to cards. Just really happy to have that. As far as other publications that I have, I don't have many, but here's one that I do have. This is a 1944 World Championship program, Packers versus the Giants at the Polo Grounds. You can see the big giant in the background there. This is a really cool piece. Again, this one is all intact. Just a little bit of rough on the front there, but it is from 1944. Really cool looking inside this one as well. So have that one that I have had that one for a few years now that I picked up from a friend of mine, Don. And last but not least, I do have the, this is the, I'm sorry, it's all in a frame already because actually I have it hanging up near my desk, but this is the 1957 Lambeau Field dedication program, first game at Lambeau Field. So have that framed up, just a really cool piece. Those are the programs that I have in the collection currently. So not many, but obviously getting a chance to get that Super Bowl I program, I mean, super cool. Just fits perfectly into my collection. So thank you, JT, for reaching out, and awesome to be able to grab this from Dave's collection, Dave's father's collection. Just super amazing. With that being said, it's football Sunday. Packers Bears are coming up here at 3:30. I'm watching a little bit of the Vikings Bucks game right now. I think it's a fairly close game. My fantasy football team not doing so hot, but that's okay. I've got a lot of guys injured already coming right out the gates. The Brewers-Yankees game is also on. Brewers have taken the first 2 out of that series, so I think they're 5 games up in the loss column now again over the Chicago Cubs, so loving that. Brewers, hopefully they can finish strong this year, and if they can actually make it to the postseason, they have the horses, they have the pitchers, that they have a chance to do something. Now their hitting is not good. But pitching and defense is what's going to carry them if they're going to make it. But they have so many young hitters and young people they've called up over the year that they're just not consistent. So you never know what you're going to get with them. Every now and again they can piece together some hits, but usually it's like pulling teeth for them to get a hit. So that's going on too. But again, really excited for the Packers Bears coming up at 3:30. No more Aaron Rodgers. He is gone. And it's the beginning of the Jordan Love show. So we'll see. I think Bears fans are pretty excited not to be facing Aaron Rodgers. I think over the last 10 years, the Packers have won like 17 games to the Bears 3 or something like that, something ridiculous. So I don't blame Bears fans for not seeing Aaron Rodgers anymore. But I think Jordan Love could be pretty good. You don't know for sure. They're going to be without their number 1 wide receiver today, Christian Watson, with a hamstring injury. Obviously, that's not ideal. Going into on the road to enemy territory to start the season, but we'll see what happens. Just excited for football. It's that time of year. You can smell it. It's cool in the air. Just nothing like it. Love football. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Just super happy to be able to grab this item from the collection, and it's definitely found a permanent home in the Scotty Tradition collection. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll chat at you again soon. Have a great Sunday.